حي على الفلاح.
The believers are nothing but brothers. So keep good relations with one another, unite, reconcile, be cooperative, and fear Allah so that Allah has mercy on you. Respected brothers and sisters, elders and young ones, today is Friday, mashallah, and in many places, in many musallas, in many masjids in this country, all over the world, people will gather and are gathering with a lot of numbers and quantity and multitude and diversity. Some places are jam-packed, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands in this country and all over the world. People will gather on this day, it's a blessed day. Come to the masjid, unite, sit, and benefit. Each Muslim with a different flower amongst the garden, distinguished, respected, educated fathers and mothers, family people, responsible people, but above all, they are all mu'mineen, they are all believers in Allah, which makes them the best people, God-conscious, just, honest, faithful, truthful, loving, compassionate, generous, giving, and forgiving. So, they're all gathering in these masajid. So this is an amazing occasion. They will all listen to the lecture, the khutbah, and they will become even better people. More generous and more giving and more loving and more forgiving and more united. And Allah has made this gathering for this very reason. Every Jummah, then every week. Then we have our Eid, more of a gathering, more people, more joyous, more hearts united. Then we have the ultimate gathering, the Hajj, millions of people. So Allah is giving us chance after chance after chance. And then we gather 5 times a day. See one another, sit with one another, gather with one another. Every day, 5 times a day in the masjid. So just imagine the unity that should be. Then we have different gatherings. We have lectures, we have conferences, we have conventions, programs, workshops, youth groups, classes, different ways of meeting one another and getting ahead. So after all this time spent, and all this effort made, and all the money spent on the masjids and its activities, with so many opportunities, how strong this brotherhood should be? How advanced should it be? How much unity and brotherhood there should be? But unfortunately, this is missing. So the progress is missing. So the benefit is missing. Even if the whole billion plus gather in one field, people cannot say 1 billion plus strong. They will say 1 billion plus weak. They're a billion weak, not a billion strong, unfortunately. It's difficult to accept and acknowledge this, but it's the sad truth. Weak as a body of Muslims, weak as a community, and unfortunately weak as a nation. Because of one major flaw, one major destructive disease, eating away all the good and benefit, all the progress and all the strength being eaten away because of this flaw, the virus, the infection. That disease is disunity, division, discord, hostility, animosity between one another. It's a pollution, it's filth, and it's poisonous. And it's very contagious also. It's very infectious also. This is a weapon of shaitan Allah warns us about. Surah Ma'idah, ayah number 91. إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ الشَّيْطَانُ أَن يُوقِعَ بَيْنَكُمُ الْعَدَاوَةَ وَالْبَغْضَاءَ. Shaitan wants only to excite enmity and hatred between you. Shaitan wants this nation, this beautiful nation, to be weak. And he succeeds. Because disunity survives. All the time, all the effort made, all the money spent, all the knowledge goes to waste when it ends up to be still weak and unbeneficial. Allah says in Surah Al-Imran, ayah number 103, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَتَفَرَّقُوا. And hold fast the rope of Allah and do not disunite amongst yourselves. If we are in a gathering of 2, then there are 2 shaitans sitting there trying to disunite. If we're in a gathering of 10, then there are 10 shaitans there sitting trying to disunite. If we're in a gathering of 1,000, just imagine, right next to us, there are 1,000 shaitans trying to disunite. They try their best because they don't want strength. They don't want unity. They don't want solidity. They want weakness. So every effort fails. All the money, it fails. All the lectures, the Ramadan, the iftars, they all fail. So if we're not together, not united, and not solidified and unified, then we are weak and flimsy and defective. Which equals to 0. Not 100, not 1,000, not 1,000,000, not 1 billion plus, but 0. That's the sad truth. But the good news is, if we are united, and we are, there is akhuwah, there is brotherhood, then it is not just one of you. 1 equals 1,000. 1 equals 10,000. 1 equals 1 million. If you're unified. Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ said, it's like a building, each brick supporting one another. So if you're unified, you're supporting one another, and you become strong, full of strength. Like every individual in a home. If the members of a household are divided, no matter how educated one of them is, no matter how beautiful the other is, no matter how